Hi, my name's Elena, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how you put medication into a GJ tube. I have a Mickey GJ that I got placed on Tuesday, or replaced on Tuesday. So to start, some supplies you will need are distilled water, 2 containers or cups for it, 1 for dissolving the medication and 1 to flush your line before and after, your extension set. I have an NFit connector, a syringe, your pill crusher, and your pill, of course, or pills. And if you were doing this for somebody else, I recommend using gloves. But because I'm doing it on myself, I'm not going to use them. I just washed my hands really well before I'm starting. So the first step is going to be crushing your medication. So I'm taking this horse pill of phosphorus, again, because I'm restarting my feeds. We want to avoid refeeding syndrome, and I'm low on phosphorus right now, so this is what my doctor has ordered. I cannot take pills by mouth, so this is how you do it. Just got this pill crusher on Amazon. It's great. Once your medication's all crushed up, you're going to pour it into the cup designated for your medication. I already have my dosage in here, so I will save this for my next dose. The next thing you're going to do is prime your extension. I just happened to set my extension up and start flushing without priming it, and that can push all of this empty air into your stomach, which is not ideal and can cause a lot of pain, a lot of gas, and a lot of discomfort. Connect your syringe, and again, I just happened to push a lot of air, so this is gonna be not as messy if you do it right. But now this is filled with water, and it will be water directly into my tube instead of air. So I'm going to now connect this. Most Mickey's extensions have a marker to be able to lock it into place with your Mickey. So you're just going to find where the marker is on your Mickey, line it up, it will snap into place, and then twist your tube into the lock position. It will say on the extension which direction to go, but usually it's towards your body. Okay, so now my tube is connected, and I can go ahead and push this water in and ensure that there's not extra air going in at the same time. So now I'm gonna cap this off, just snap them closed. That will make sure none of the water will be spilling out. So you can go ahead and then take up the medication. So again, my pill was huge. I was recommended to use a lot of water, so I'm probably going to be using like 2 full, if not more, syringes to push through. Not very comfortable, but you have to do what you have to do to stay alive. So I push it very, very slowly. If you push it too fast, especially if you're doing it for somebody else and you don't know what's comfortable to them, sometimes going fast can cause either pain at the moment or discomfort later. It's just something that I've personally come to learn. So the slower I notice, the better. And again, this is a GJ tube, so I do run my feeds into my jejunum, but I'm pushing medication into my G, which it goes directly into my stomach so that I can get full absorption, and certain medications are actually not recommended to be used through the J port. So make sure that you check to see if the medication you're using is able to be pushed through the J, or if it should be pushed through the G, or if certain medications are coded or carcinogenic and things like that, you can't use it in the tube at all. So just double check with your doctor to make sure that your medication is able to be flushed. So now that I've flushed my first round of medicine, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my second one. Okay, so this is a new medication for me. I've never taken it before, never used this tube before, and I can say right now, as I'm pushing this, I'm starting to feel warm and a little nauseous. It could be because of the medication, or it could also be that I'm pushing so much fluid in right now. Either case, I'm not gonna stop. I'll most likely go take a Zofran after this, and if nausea still persists, perhaps Phenergan, but hopefully not. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up the last of our medicine. You're gonna really wanna make sure you get all the way into the bottom and like even move the syringe around to get all of the powder, because the powder can sometimes just stick to the bottom or to the walls and then you don't get everything. I'm feeling very nauseous at this point. There is no rush to ever flush your tube. Like, take as long as you need to flush it, push medication, even run your feeds. You know your body the best and you know what's comfortable for you. Don't overdo it, because that's how you can end up harming yourself. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and clear the line through one more time with just plain distilled water. So I'm pushing all of the air out of the syringe. I didn't mention that before, but you wanna make sure there's no air anywhere, because air equals gas. Gas, not good. And I'm going fast right now for the video, but I ideally would go a lot slower, probably 75% slower than what I went. Okay, so now that I'm all done, I went ahead and snapped this closed so that I can remove the extension from my GJ. So on my stoma, I'm gonna go back over and unlock my extension, turn it the opposite way. Because this is a G-port, I was getting some stomach backing up, which is normal because this is also an extension you use to vent. So that will be normal. It doesn't mean that your medication didn't go through. So don't worry about that. If you still see the medication itself coming back up into the tube, then I would suggest just pushing more water in. But you can pretty much guarantee that your medication got pushed through. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video before I go vomit. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I really hope that this helps you or helps you set up for somebody else. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'm gonna be posting more Tubie type videos. And yeah, thanks. Maybe we'll add bloopers.
Yeah.
When did you get your feeding tube? Tell me in the comments below. Next step is going to be connecting your extension.
Perhaps you should have warmed it.
No, I think I just pushed all that air into myself. Flush your line or tube. Oh. Started to vent.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, editing.
Gas, you know, tubes. Editing.
Editing.
Don't listen to me. Don't do what I just did. Daggone it.
That just happened.
I just got my stomach fluid on the table. Just real quick, you know. Hold on. 1 second here. You need some water. Okay. Always use plants. Don't just throw the water away.